And we'll see how this receiving core settles in. Wicks in motion, handoff Jacobs. Up the gut, bounces off one, keeps the legs turning, and he gets it to the 38. Another look at 3rd down and 6. Love back to pass, floats it near the end zone. Incomplete. No flag.
Well, they went after the rookie. Quinyon Mitchell, 1st-round pick out of Toledo. We knew he was going to start tonight, and they went right after him with the best deep threat on this team, Christian Watson. 6'4", 215 pounds, has great speed. And Mitchell does a beautiful job just riding him to the sideline. He's in phase, has a little bit of a grab there. Not enough to...
60 yards. The last drive was all on the ground for the touchdown. Love taking a shot here. Into double coverage, batted in the air and incomplete. Musgrave was the intended target, and Mitchell looked like he got a hand on it.
Yeah, Green Bay went strictly to the run on that last drive. First 2 plays of this drive, throwing it. And this is a dangerous throw. Into double coverage, looking for Musgrave. And 2 plays in a row could have very easily ended up as interceptions for the Eagles. Wide receivers and tight ends.
First down throw, Love lofts, incomplete, put it a little bit behind Wicks.
Yep, that ball was thrown inside. The rule of thumb is throw the outs out. Quinyon Mitchell was in good position in coverage. Reads the route, the ball's thrown inside, and Mitchell's able to get there and knock it away. If it's thrown outside, it's probably a catch.
There's a reason Quinyon Mitchell was taken with the 22nd over. 2nd down and 11. Love rifles Watson. Wrapped up by Mitchell.
They have yet to throw on this possession. 3rd down, and it's nearly picked off. London was the target with Quinyon Mitchell, the 1st-round pick and rookie, almost getting his first interception.
Well, you see Quinyon Mitchell, he's sitting on his heels. I mean, it's just what I was talking about. He never is threatened down the field. So he's reading Cousins, he's playing off coverage, and he's able to drive on it, and they're just trying to get to the 1st down.
A little confusion at the start. Pass is broken up for London.
So far here today early, they've forced a lot of 3rd downs.
4-man rush. Gets through. Lofted for Shaheed. Can't pull it in. Knocked out of there by Quinyon Mitchell. Oh, it looked like you're going to have the latest big play from Shaheed, but the rookie corner got there at the last moment.
Yeah, watch at the top. He just gives a little stutter. That's all he needs for Mitchell to stop his feet. The ball is slightly underthrown. Mitchell with a nice little vet move, pinning that right arm.
So the Saints get ready for their first drive of the half, and Quinyon Mitchell was that close to a pick 6 at a moment where it feels like the Eagles need something like that.
Oh, man. The way this is going between turnovers, failed 4th downs, and struggles in the red zone, that might have been their first touchdown. I think he got there in time. He knocked it down. I think he kind of surprised himself how fast he got there. I think he could have gotten 2 hands on.
They go 3 tight ends. They're going to throw a fade. Mike Evans up and knocked away. Quinyon Mitchell, the outstanding rookie, had beautiful coverage that time.
Good release by Evans. He actually has some space. That ball's just got to be up a tick quicker if you're Baker. You love the advantage out there, Mike, on Quinyon Mitchell, the rookie, who's actually been very impressive to me.
In a hotel with his wife and his baby as they were evacuated during a hurricane.
Yeah, I think that's so, I don't think people really get it, right?
All day. Evans.
Mayfield looking that way. Mike Evans deep, incomplete. Quinyon Mitchell, fantastic coverage.
2nd down and 7. Strong in the backfield. Wants it over the middle, incomplete. Browns now in Eagles territory for the first time today as Watson fires, and it's broken up, nearly picked off. Half minute to go in the quarter. This is Strong. Strong to the Philadelphia 45.
Big interior D lineman Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter.
Pass is caught by Robinson, hit hard right away. Need to get to the 41 for a first. It'll be third down. Quinyon Mitchell made the tackle. Offense has clicked. Yeah, there he is, bottom of your screen. If Jones has time, he's going in that area, but a long throw and almost intercepted. Running under it was Quinyon Mitchell. The 23-year-old rookie from Toledo. We're hearing some boos. Those aren't for Barkley. Those are for this giant offense.
I'm not totally sure if these guys are on the same page. He started to slow down right there and then didn't totally expect that football out of the break based on the coverage. Even, when you're an elite receiver like this, you got to start to learn quickly in this league that even when
I should work on that and see if we can bring it back.
Here's Burrow on first down. He's going to take a shot with a long ball downfield. And along the sideline, Quinyon Mitchell is there trying to pick it off, but he was out of bounds. 11 seconds on the clock.
That rookie is developing fast. Quinyon Mitchell from Toledo. There's a reason he was a first-round pick. And as he catches the ball, I think that it's hitting body and ground and doesn't have possession. Remember, it went right through his arms and then it was on his legs. But he is fearless out there, making plays on the football, guarding whoever's in his territory.
Travel in motion, handoff ETN. And ETN is stuck by
Tracy mentioned Rodgers in for Slay. Pocket gives him enough time. Down the field, caught but out of bounds. Incomplete. Mitchell kind of forced him to the sideline, and Brooks' catch does not count.
Fantastic coverage. I mean, this is a well-thrown ball by Cooper Rush, giving his guy a chance. But this is really why I think Philadelphia's future is really bright, as you see only 1 foot getting in. But Mitchell and DeJean are two outstanding picks. They're first and second rounder, and are they really going to leave them one-on-one out here?
Rush looking at the end zone. Instead goes to the 7. Thanksgiving. We'll see you then. Here's the 1st and 10 with Rush's pass. Incomplete. Knocked out of the hands. Mitchell doing a great job of breaking it up with Brooks trying to make the catch.
Well, he's played every play. Mitchell is, and you see the time. This will be a zone. He'll take outside leverage.
Marker down at the line of scrimmage as he heaves it down the way for Brooks.
we're excited to see, and that's Terry McLaurin against the rookie Quinyon Mitchell. We thought this would be a battle all night, but 17 doesn't have an opportunity yet. It's been a lockdown. Mitchell has done a good job. He's pressed him. He's mixed up the different looks. He's been on him quite a bit. Played some zone, played some man. And this is according to our next-gen stats powered by AWS. Look at the numbers. Matched up in 11 of his 15 routes. 27.3% press rate for Al.
Rams moved it nicely on the opening drive. Stafford had a sprint to get it to Kyron Williams. Gets the ball right back in his hand. 12, it'll be a run. Williams spins away from one tackle for loss, but runs into a few others. It's a shame you can't have that. Nakua on the move. Stafford, pass deflected and incomplete.
In there and just live with the growing pains, and there hasn't been any growing pains.
Stafford retreating, put it up for grabs, incomplete. As the pressure was on and the communication of who was going to break deep.
Returning to his position, they fake it to him. They go to the other side. Andrews tumbles after the catch by Mitchell, who is a fine-looking rookie corner.
Great job by Howie Roseman. Great two decisions in the draft. First-round pick right here, Mitchell, who's off to a great start in his career. And DeJean as well, another corner who plays inside. But good job recognizing your responsibilities, which is outside in a zone, ride the wide receiver, come off on the tight end, perfectly played.
Jackson goes off his back foot, down the field, and incomplete. There was triple coverage on Zay Flowers. Mitchell had a play on the football.
That's what makes this team so difficult to defend. You got to take care of Henry and Lamar, and you see Mitchell, the first-round pick. I mean, to run across the field and almost undercut and intercept the ball against Zay Flowers on an over route, you don't see that very often. Zay Flowers is lightning out there. And
moving in a hurry. That picked up 10 in a first.
Check it down.
You could feel behind him. Sweat was moving in on him. That pass incomplete. He tried to get it over to Flowers. Tight coverage by Mitchell.
And catch by Young and Thielen to stay on the field. Young now throwing outside, incomplete, trying to find David Moore as well. To Mark just marked. That's where Chuba runs, and he gets close to the sticks.
The 30-yard line here. Daniels given time. Over the middle. Tight window. Tipped and incomplete. Well, there are white shirts surrounding Terry McLaurin. DeJean and Mitchell both there. 4th down and 11. Offense staying on the field.
So they call this a dagger route. So it's just a deep in-breaking dig. And with this soft umbrella coverage that Vic Fangio loves to employ, there's 2 deep safeties. They play from high to low depth, and they can see everything.
Rush with time. Takes a shot. Wants Cooks. Can't get it. Tight coverage. Quinyon Mitchell, one of the top rookies in the NFL. Stride for stride makes it 3rd down.
Yeah, we're going to lay out all the different ways this Eagles defense has really improved under Vic Fangio from a year ago. But at the top of the list, the improvement they have gotten out of their pass coverage. Quinyon Mitchell, the rookie, Darius Slay, the veteran, on the other side. This has been one of the best defenses.
Some pain there at the end of that play. Dallas backed up into its own end. That's thrown behind Kevontae Turpin. 2nd and 10.
Got the ability to at least stay ahead of the chains.
Swing it to him here. Dowdle gets around the edge. There's a flag down as he gets 3. Time on 3rd down against Washington last week, and already 3 for 5 is Dallas today. On 3rd and 1, Rush taking a deep shot. It is incomplete. He wanted Mingo, who had a step on Mitchell.
Love, quick hit over the middle, and he's got a short completion there to Romeo Doubs. Jacobs, left side, steamroll. There's Love. Throws near side, has a good catch inbounds, and there you go. A couple catches on this drive.
Job containing Jacobs today.
2nd and short. Jacobs, nice jump cut, and get taken down. Boy, it looked like he had a seam there, but Quinyon Mitchell comes up from the quarterback spot to make the stop.
So they play deep just like that, and when they feel run, man, they attack the run. So you could run flea flickers. That's actually always a good play against an aggressive play like this. There's your tackler who comes in free. You always want the guy furthest from the ball to be the free guy. The problem is when the ball bounces back there to him, he makes the play. Position to play man coverage.
Love to throw. Nobody open. Now going, taking a shot to the end zone. It is knocked away. Double coverage for Doubs. But Avonte Maddox was there to help out Quinyon Mitchell. Player and a flag on him, but more importantly, concern for Doubs. Injury timeout. We hope he's okay. Love, floating corner again, and it's incomplete. They went that side again to Mitchell and one more time, but could not connect to Malik Heath that time, and it's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, and usually that throw goes to Doubs, and Doubs is so good on those outcuts on the goal line and down in the red area, and now you got Heath in there instead. So, oh no, you had him.
And if Washington wins, they'll play either Minnesota or the Rams. Here's Love, though, last gasp attempt. Going deep down the field into double coverage. It's intercepted! Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell, the 3rd pick of the day for Philly. His first NFL interception will seal it here in the wild card round.
Yeah, there's in desperation mode for Green Bay. You got to figure out how to get the ball down the field quickly, and there's triple covered back there. Bond chasing. Mitchell sees it before everybody else, goes up and makes a good catch. Trying to intend for Melton. The ball's so far underthrown that Mitchell's got a great place for it, but hasn't.
I was gonna say, how's Zach Bourne 50 yards down the field as a middle linebacker? That's impressive.
He's always been able to run.
You're going to see some gimmicks right out of Matthew Stafford.
It's been all Burke so far, 2nd and 6. No contact early with Quinyon Mitchell, no penalty, no flag. As the rookie defensive back was there in coverage, it brings up 3rd down.
What a year that guy's had. Quinyon Mitchell has played 954 defensive snaps as a rookie, and from day one of training camp, you can talk to anybody you want. He has been making plays just like that.
Needs to get just inside the 9 for a 1st down. Higby's got the linebacker on him. Stafford scanning, stepping up. Stafford running, and maybe got the 1st down. Let's see the mark. It's going to be short.
3rd and short. Another quick throw outside Zacchaeus. Incomplete. Mitchell was there on coverage. Good to see him back. He hurt his shoulder last week. And another 4th down. Let's see if they go again. 4-man rush. Daniels goes far side, has a completion. It's Eckler. He's going to be short. Another 4th down, and does Quinn go for it again? Commanders go 2 backs. They do this a lot. Here's Austin Eckler, who gets out across the 30 for his tackle there.
In Daniels' hands, rolling up to the right or the left.
Daniels gets it to Eckler. Eckler is taken down. Well played by Quinyon Mitchell. And the 2-point conversion is no good. Talked about it a lot, guys. They were in the league for 4 or 5 years that played nothing but special teams. Now getting a big roll. Daniels going deep to the end zone. It is! Is it picked? It is! Intercepted by Quinyon Mitchell. His first NFL interception. Or making his 2nd. He had one in Green Bay too. 2nd in the playoffs, none in the regular season, and that should be a wrap.
Yeah, for a young player, he's absolutely fearless going up there with the hang time. A little Lynn Swanish without the bobble, well, with the bobble, and then it comes down in his hands. Still bobbling it. And yeah, it's hard to throw those go routes on those very tall, long corners that have.
Holmes, quick throw outside. Noah Gray gets popped right away. Makes the catch, but nothing there.
Pickens one-on-one with Mitchell down here. They've been playing a little of that.
Prescott looking left, going Pickens, end zone. Pickens adjusting and incomplete. As he and Mitchell were involved again. No flag, 4th down, field goal attempt coming.
Definitely got a little interesting right about there. I think they were sort of pushing almost equally, and the officials probably saw the same thing, so no call.
For Philadelphia from the 11-yard line, Sanders. Ball out, picked up by Quinyon Mitchell, and down at the 16-yard line. Big play on the drive to get him down there for Sanders. And the former Eagle, the hand in there from Byron Young. Forces it out and Mitchell recovers the game's first turnover. First drive without points in this game. Eagles take over, up 4. Defense loves it. Got out of bounds, so the clock was stopped. 2:47. Prescott looked in middle, covered, coming downfield for a wham! CD couldn't hang on! Ricocheted to Blankenship's hands, incomplete.
What a throw by Dak Prescott, and it hit CD right in the hands. That's 2. That's 2 in the 2nd half that he has not been able to hold on to.
Opening week, and he's really their best defensive player. Now Mahomes throw. Good catch in traffic. Wow. How did Hollywood Brown hold on to that one? But he did. So it's 3rd and 13. Pressure up the middle. Mahomes, near side throw. Knocked away by Quinyon Mitchell. Terrific coverage that time, and it's 4th and long.
First down and goal for Stafford and the Rams. Fake to Williams. Throw for Davante Adams, but too high. Ran the slant there on Mitchell. 2nd and goal.
You know, we talked all week, Joe, in preparation of this game, just how important it was for Stafford, for McVay, and this Rams offense to get out to a fast start, right? Don't try to match styles with Philadelphia, because here in the second half, front have to settle for 2 field goals. He's walking down to the official.
Stafford will throw. He's got Adams, but he misses him. Adams had some room there on the speed out. It's 4th down and 3. And he is going to have to settle for the field goal attempt.
Yes, I mean, we're going to look back. We'll see how the rest of this game plays out. You mentioned it, Adams, he's got space. Stafford just overthrows it. Bo Limmer at right guard's had some early struggles here today.
3rd and short. They'll look to throw. Stafford sets up, heaves one long. Davante Adams can't get there. Mitchell stride for stride. Stafford a little bit out ahead of him. 4th down and a long one coming up here. See what Sean McVay does.
I like the play design. It's boot left, so everything looks like Davante Adams is going to run a high corner route.
And by injury, so he's got to keep the offense up somehow, and he's done that in the form of linebacker pressure.
3rd and 5. Mayfield gets rid of it quickly far side. Incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Ibuka, but terrific coverage by Quinyon Mitchell. He's become one of the best corners in the league.
Quinyon saying, not today, Baker. What are you doing over here looking at one-on-one with this rookie receiver? I'm going to try to lock that down.
2nd and 3. Here's Mayfield. Protected over the middle. He goes, and it's in and out of the hands of Ibuka that time. So it's interesting early. Quinyon Mitchell is running and sticking with Ibuka, something he did with Adams last week.
Yeah, they call it shadowing the receiver. You find Ibuka and Mitchell right on him. And not that he couldn't have, made that catch. Ibuka's made a lot of those this year, but I just love the tight coverage. You force the quarterback to make a very accurate throw, and you force the receiver to make a contested catch. The level of difficulty goes up quite a bit.
3rd and 3. Blitz is coming. Mayfield has to unload and is not going to get there. Ibuka made the catch, but Mitchell all over him again, and it's 4th down. Vic Fangio usually does not.
Certainly a lot of struggles through the first half quarter.
See if they get something going here. Bucky Irvin, the run game, bounces to the outside, taken down. Excellent tackle there by who else? Quinyon Mitchell. We've got our first game break. 3rd and 7. Pressure again. Mayfield throws back foot, just kind of throwing it up there. It is incomplete. I thought Godwin had a shot. Mitchell was there on the coverage.
Wow, what a throw by Baker, and Chris has got it right there in that left arm. That Quinyon Mitchell just throws Godwin off enough. Chris is just running, called it a high 7, a flag route. Baker does enough to escape it. He knows where. So when Fangio presses them on that, that's what they show up on every single play.
Blitz coming. They zip it near side. Mayfield there. There's Ibuka, who's had a quiet day because Mitchell's done a nice job on him, but he hauls that in. Pretty 3rd down at about 3. What about Mitchell traveling? Vic Fangio normally doesn't have guys on the move. An impressive adjustment in year 2 for him, correct?
It's impressive for him, and all the other players in the secondary have to adjust as well. DeJean's got to go to his man. Ringo's got to go to his man. But it's one great aspect when you have a lockdown corner.
It's next-gen stats powered by AWS, Tom, and let's take a look at Quinyon Mitchell in coverage. He's been sensational.
Yeah, just all you can ask for is a young player to be around the ball, and he's got a lot of length. So whenever he's close, he's got long arms, he's got a good reach, and he's got a great feel for when the ball's in the air. See, he just forces these contested throws, and he's traveling with #1 receivers on a weekly basis, and it's making him better. He's growing, he's a second-year player, he's still developing, but he's adding this new wrinkle to his arsenal.
2nd and 5, blitz, Vaughn picked up, Baker comes near side, Godwin, is he in? I don't think he got his 2nd foot in, he did not. Incomplete.
Kind of a tough catch. Spinning the body around, and Chris got one down, and Quinyon coming over and knocking him out. He had a tight end kind of open over the ball, but was obviously at his eyes downfield trying to hit the bigger play. I could count, those up to 11 on defense.
Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah.
Second down, Mayfield blitz again, going deep for it all. Corner end zone, incomplete. Quinyon Mitchell, good play as he tried to get Ibuka there. So are some of those cans fake then? Is it to fool the defense?
You can describe him a little bit on just this replay. Mitchell just one-on-one on Ibuka, and he's got a shot. Good throw. But yeah, it's kind of hard. Every once in a while we did in the offseason, like, yeah, listen, we're going to fake can, and we're going to do all this, and we confuse ourselves, and we blow ourselves up, and be like, all right, we're not doing that anymore. So a lot of times when you hear it, you're clearly identifying you're going to.
2nd and 13 with the clock running. There's Nick's pass, tipped and incomplete. Dangerous. He's going for Sutton. Mitchell, who has never made his second year, of course, sensational rookie year, second in the rookie defensive of the year. He's never made a regular season pick, almost got one here.
Yeah, he literally was about to get a pick six if that ball was not a foot. It's high. If it wasn't, he'd already ran the route stem coming downhill. If it was inside or just lower, he'd have been taken off.
Mitchell had 2 big postseason interceptions, one against Green Bay, one against Washington. But
it's been a story all day long. Wentz steps up, takes a shot, and it's incomplete for Jefferson, who had Quinyon Mitchell in coverage. 2nd down. Not a bad spot for a shot right there.
No, I like it. Around midfield, typically a spot. 1st down. It's
going to be tough to overcome that one.
Now you resume with a 3rd and 16. Dart. Pressure, going deep, looking for Slayton. Good try, but incomplete. Had his hand on it, but Quinyon Mitchell on him like glue. And the Giants will have to punt it away.
Tough to even rebound on that 2nd down play, to sit out and then come back and convert a 3rd and long. Great throw down the field, picking Slayton on Quinyon Mitchell, the standout corner, one-on-one. Slayton's been out with a hamstring injury. Finds a little separation.
Of the pressure that they've been able to apply on the quarterback.
3rd down and 20. Love gonna air it out for Watson. It's not there. And with Mitchell defending, it falls to the grass. It's been home to the pack. Looks bigger and better every year. Pass is broken up. Quinyon Mitchell, who was nicked up earlier, able to knock that away from Romeo Dobbs. And Jordan Love has started this game 2 for 5 for 12 yards. This is Love, incomplete. Mitchell in coverage. And Dobbs the target, no flags.
Yeah, you hear this crowd. They're wanting a flag, but I mean, Quinyon Mitchell, talked about him a little bit earlier. This is a heck of a football player. They nailed it when they drafted him. Here he is at the bottom. You're going to see the coverage. I mean, he's just stuck right on him. Definitely contact, but I don't know that there was enough there.
Yeah, Troy, I don't think there is. He has a hand on the hip, but he doesn't turn him. I don't see any significant hindrance. I think that's a good job.
So now 3rd down and 11 as a result.
Simply doesn't have time to find the receivers he's looking for.
Lions begin this drive at the 15. Goff off the spot, resets and throws incomplete for St. Brown. Quinyon Mitchell, a terrific 2nd-year corner on the coverage.
I tell you, this Quinyon Mitchell can play, and we saw it last week in their game, and he just continues to make plays. You talk about a guy just making leaps in his National Football League career. He was 2nd a season ago, Defensive Rookie of the Year, and not even close. Not even close. They have completely disrupted Jared Goff.
Eagles take over at their own 45.
I don't know if that ball got tipped, but it wasn't in the same area code. Don't know.
They're looking for St. Brown for the 9th time tonight.
Left tackle for the Cowboys who went out last series, and so Nate Thomas remains in there. Prescott quick drop. Oh, excellent play coming from the secondary. It's Quinyon Mitchell. We got some injury news. Goes downstairs to Aaron Andrews. Second down, Prescott, far side, and again testing Quinyon Mitchell.
Stay in first place in their division, holding off Green Bay. That pass is incomplete. It'll be second down and 10, intended for the tight end Loveland, covered by Quinyon Mitchell.
In a situation like this, where you have a good defense and a defense you believe.
Joe Burrow and the Bengals, I mean, how special was he?
On 3rd and 16, Besh can't get it. Coverage from Mitchell. Quinyon Mitchell, first rounder last year out of Toledo, very quickly becoming one of the top corners in the league.
He really is, and I know it hasn't been much of a factor today because really the main weapons of the Raiders are, Bowers and Genty, kind of interior guys, but
2nd and 10 from the 44. 3 plays, 3 passes. Deebo Samuel has it knocked away by Quinyon Mitchell. Let's go down to Pam Oliver. Incomplete. He wanted McLaurin. Mitchell broke on the ball. And it's 2nd and 15.
Well, in the first half, we talked about the season Quinyon Mitchell's has clearly entered that premier defensive back category. I mean, he's following top receivers. He's shadowing guys right, left. He is as good as any corner. Young, old, regardless. He is a big-time player. Howie Roseman and his front office staff, they nailed that draft pick because he's as good as it gets.
Opening drive. Allen gives it to him. Sprinting left, and then he's met there by a few Eagles, namely Quinyon Mitchell, who he got around before.
Good in the secondary, elite at linebacker.
Here's Purdy to throw, far side, it is knocked away. There's Quinyon Mitchell, who rarely gets beat. Just named to the All-Pro team, got beat twice on that opening drive, but not that time.
Yeah, not that time. He takes all these things personally, and he's got the eye of the tiger, doesn't he? He's got there on Kittle. He knows he's got a speed advantage, and when he's tight in coverage like that, perfect coverage, good execution, good timing. That's what we've seen so much in his second season. It's hard to think this young player could elevate the way that he did going into his second year as he was in his first, but he's done just that. He's been a lockdown corner for this team.
First missed snap of the day for him. You get the idea. Purdy to throw. Pressure in his face. Oh, intercepted! It is picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
I don't know if that was a misread. He had Juwan Jennings open on the front side of the route to the right, but he came off it so quick. Trying to find Sky Moore on Quinyon Mitchell. Little bit of pressure, erratic throw, and wait.
Purdy with time. Floats one deep. It is intercepted. It's Quinyon Mitchell, number 2. Up and running is Mitchell. And now he's still going. Mitchell's going to take it all the way just in case. There is a penalty flag down. I think Mitchell was touched, but he's going to go all the way because there was, why not? It is going to be, no, that's not a flag. That's actually a piece of paper.
Yeah, there's Tonjes on the crossing route. I mean, Mitchell has so much more speed on that throw. He just easily undercuts it. Probably couldn't believe that the ball was being thrown. It looks like there's a little separation, and that ball hangs up there a little long. And when it's up there, then anyone with more speed, when the defensive player is faster than the offensive player, when that ball's in the air a long time, all that defender is going to do is catch up to the ball.
Yeah.
That's all that was. Bad matchup, tight end on an all-pro corner. Brock can't make that mistake in this moment. We'll see if gives a little energy to this team. They need a little injection of adrenaline too from his fans, our offense. See if that provided a spark for him.
Yeah, so Mitchell's second pick.